Hi, here's a quick rough tutorial that will show you how to embed a video that you found on YouTube into a posting on Blackboard. I've called up just any innocuous video that could be seen by anybody on YouTube, and right underneath this video we've got a couple of buttons that will help us. The one we want right now is the share button. When I click the share button, I will get a dialog up. Just a little bit underneath that button, you see me scroll down, and I've got a link here. Well, I don't want to share the video by the link which sends people out to YouTube. I'd like to embed right where I'm going to post. So when I click this word embed, that's a link to. It opens this little text box for me. As you can see, there's some code there that's already selected for me. I'm going to hold my control button down and type a C, which copies that whole link for me. I'm done right now with this YouTube page, so I am going to click on a tab I have open in my browser here that takes me to Blackboard. Now I am on my announcements page, and you may be trying to do this in some other part of Blackboard, but the main thing you need to see is what happens around the text box where I can type content. So this will apply to any part of Blackboard where I have that text box. I'm going to create an announcement just because it's an easy spot for me to work in this old class. And I'm going to give this a title, Screencast Example, so I won't mistake this later when I take other people out during training for anything other than a screencast item. Now, down below, I've got this area where I can add in, say, a description or instructions, things like that, depending on what my announcement is. But when you look at an area where you might type when you post, you might not see all of the controls that are up. And this is important because, as you see, when I click the button that hides controls, I lose a lot, and the one you need is not visible. You'll see that in a second. So I'm going to go back over and click that down arrow. You can see that the selection expands again. Now I have a button here right in this bottom row of controls that says HTML. When I did my copy out at YouTube, I copied a computer code that will say, hey, here's an item that can go on a web page. If I just copy that right into this text area, it will appear as text. So just the way we saw the link, there won't be any video presented. So we need to warn Blackboard that it needs to interpret the code that we're going to use. So we've clicked that HTML button. Now I'm going to hold Control and hit V to paste in the code that came from YouTube. And I'm going to click this Update button at the bottom. When I hit Update, if everything has gone smoothly, I'll see this yellow box here. That's a widget that tells me that Blackboard understands it needs to insert something in this spot in my posting. Now, I don't need to do anything else here except make sure it's going to be available for viewing immediately. So when I scroll down to this options area here, number 2 on my page, I click Not Date Restricted, and then I will hit Submit. And we can see that by going into that text area, then hitting the HTML button, pasting that embed code, I have embedded a video right inside a posting in Blackboard. Hope this helps. At least by the second time through watching this, it should all make sense to you and you should be ready to go. Thank you.